The two strongest forms right now come from Gohan and Frieza. Two of just the most complete opposite characters you can find are now leading the power hierarchy in a series all about growing and becoming as strong as possible. Frieza's new form is black. Gohan's new form is white. Frieza trained tirelessly for 10 years to attain this power in the idea to never be surpassed again, while Gohan did as close to negative training as someone could possibly do. And yet here they both are, standing at the forefront as two of the strongest characters with complete counter-opposing forms that represent two very different things and showcase a set of beliefs that have slowly been changing in both of these characters, climaxing in what is now known as Black Frieza and Gohan Beast. To look at Gohan and Frieza respectively, you need to look at both of their relationships with Goku, and this is important because on their own, Gohan and Frieza really have no business even knowing of each other. The connecting factor is, and always has been, Goku. In their past encounters, Gohan has come face to face with Frieza a few times. On Namek, while trying to resurrect his fallen comrades, he is introduced to the tyrant of the universe, Frieza. And the very first glimpse Frieza sees of the Son Goku bloodline is a little Saiyan getting a rage boost and coming down and kicking one of his top goons into the side of a building. Not paying too much attention to it at the time, but little did Frieza know, this was an ominous sign for his future and his empire. Throughout the Namek arc, the name Frieza keeps on getting brought up, and Gohan at the time is only 5 years old. Witnessing him murder countless Namekians and essentially genociding the planet gives him an automatic disdain for this person and would amplify his rage boosts even more when they occur. During the impalement of his best friend Krillin, Gohan actually one-on-one dominates Frieza with a power level of over 1 million. Only very briefly, but it would be from this moment that Frieza would be on high alert for specifically that Saiyan half-breed, seeming to show more interest in him than even Vegeta, who had a more consistent power level at the time. This would be outright proven and given more clarity when a similar thing happens again to Piccolo. As Frieza was torturing the Namekian, Gohan rushes in with another rage boost, but this time, Frieza was prepared. Not to be caught off guard by this half Saiyan power, he is able to easily handle whatever a 5-year-old Gohan was able to throw at him because he had now seen these rage boost amplifiers 3 times at this point. Frieza was able to adapt because he had a lot more power in his reserves. For the most part, that would be the end of Gohan and Frieza's interactions for a long time. Their connection would only be maintained through Goku. The events that take place between them would only amplify Frieza's hatred towards the Saiyans, and that of course includes Gohan. When Mecha Frieza and his father decide to invade, the intention is to wipe out all life on Earth and make the remaining Saiyans suffer until their dying breath. During this time period, Frieza remains dead for years, while Gohan trains and gets much stronger himself. Through godly rituals, Gohan had unlocked his full potential courtesy of the Supreme Kais, who are on the same level as gods of destruction in terms of divinity. And Frieza got nothing. For over 10 years, he remained stagnant, yet conscious of everything terrible that he had done in his life. He began formulating a plan for if ever a situation arose where he would make it out of this hell that he's made for himself. Frieza and Gohan are so different, yet similar, in that they were both considered to be prodigies of their race. They only require minor training to grow in combat strength, and both have the potential to make Goku and Vegeta look like amateurs. It's ironic, Goku was actively trying to teach Gohan the benefits of training, keeping him up to date on everything he needed to know about the arts, but it is in the active attempt of trying to do so that pushed Gohan away into a more relaxed and comfortable lifestyle. For Gohan, the influence of his father from a young age, seeing the amount of death and trauma, actually pushed him away from wanting to be part of that world. This is a big reason as to why he does not keep up to date with training and become more and more powerful. Even though he had the potential, he simply doesn't want to. Goku's influence on Gohan made him not want to train as an adult. However, Goku's influence on Frieza had the exact opposite effect. Frieza had been stated to never train a day in his life, and within 4 months caught up to everyone, and if it wasn't for the advent of Super Saiyan God, he would have had flawless revenge on every being in the universe. Their meeting in Super, Frieza just tortures Gohan in base form, not even needing to transform, he makes him look pathetic. And this scene is different because it's not in the manga or even in the movie. and exclusive to Super's anime, which of course they had to add in more scenes. So to add in a scene where Gohan is literally helpless and has these blacked out holes all throughout his body and is lifeless, it shows the gap in power. No matter what rage boost, it's not going to be enough to overwhelm this power. Frieza had known about Gohan's rage boosts and had assumably prepared for them just as much as he did for Goku. Since getting killed for a third time, Frieza became so dedicated to training that he was able to do this sort of mental image exercise in the afterlife while confined to hell, just in case he were able to be revived for a fourth time. This made his former stamina issues with his golden form disappear, and was able to work alongside Goku to knock out Jiren and win the Tournament of Power. Frieza has become a lot more observant, and overall a lot more thorough and cunning. He was able to witness the power of a Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta fusion, along with a rampaging legendary Super Saiyan, where he was getting beaten down for over an hour straight, and still managed to survive, along with seeing every god of destruction and acknowledging the existence of the angels and Omni King. Frieza's goal is to be number one. However long that goal may take, that is what he wants, to exist in a world where everyone is beneath him, as he was born into the most prestigious clan in the universe. That is where his character and mindset is at right now. During the Moro arc, Frieza had sensed the events happening on Earth, and this time, instead of trying to capitalize immediately and help Moro kill Goku and Vegeta, like we saw he try to do with Broly in the movie, this time he had other ideas, more long-term focused ideas. He would locate his own hyperbolic time chamber, where he would train for an equivalent time span of 10 years straight, in the idea to never be surpassed by a Saiyan again. He had used Goku's ultimate trump card against him, followed in his very footsteps, and did exactly what he did to become the strongest mortal in the universe. Although the idea is to never be surpassed by Saiyans again, that is not the end goal. Goku, Vegeta, even Gogeta have all been taken into account and currently have long been surpassed. Beerus, the Angels, and even the Omni King are all in his line of sight. Leaving Goku and Vegeta alive just proves how confident he is in them never being a threat to him ever again. This is not a dumb move by Frieza. He now has a way to train and grow stronger faster than either Goku or Vegeta could ever imagine. 10 years of training as Frieza is like 500 to 1000 years of training for a regular Saiyan. Gas, who was a character designed to always stay the strongest in the universe, was so incredibly overwhelmed by Frieza's raw power that when he tried competing with him, he was aged all the way up into a walking zombified corpse, and then dispatched and made to look like a filler villain in an arc that he had taken the majority role in, by this new Frieza. And then there's Gohan, who has done nothing ever since he was forced into fighting Cell, and then received an Elder Kai unlock which brought out all of his latent power, which when you add a rage boost onto that is how Gohan Beast was born, being more in tune with the beings who unlocked that power, with the white hair symbolizing the Supreme Kai potential unlock, a clear distinction from Goku's white hair being more reminiscent of an angel, which was developed through angelic training. Out of these two forms, which one is the strongest, and moving forward, who is going to have a bigger role in the franchise? The answer is Frieza. Despite how powerful Gohan Beast is, surpassing the likes of his father, it just does feel like a one-off type of thing, and would be completely in line with Gohan's character to sort of forget this ever happened and go back to researching bugs. Frieza, on the other hand, is completely driven to become the strongest ever. He has adopted Goku's love for training and becoming stronger. This, combined with his exponential rate of growth, makes him frighteningly powerful. Just as Goku and Vegeta reach their endgame forms, he comes from the shadows and takes back his throne. Black Frieza is the most important character in the story right now. In the early draft pages for the newest arc, Vegeta cannot stop thinking about how much of a threat he is, and that no amount of training will ever be enough to catch up. Gohan Beast had the strongest battle in history against Cell Max. However, just like every other time before, Frieza had stated that he prepared to never be surpassed by any Saiyan ever again. This includes Gohan and his rage boost that first caught him off guard back in his second form, and never again gave him any problems. By adopting the former strongest in the universe's mentality, Frieza has taken that, and right now, there is no one on his level.